and hopefully having the teleport come in from MMD and flanking with that Gnar bar filled up here. But actually, this is a really big surprise here. But can Road do the same? We'll have to see.
Well, we talked about Road. He really does have a very feast or famine place.
Supreme, he wants to go for the Q flash on the Lucian, knock him into the Jin W.
Cup Flash Wolves versus IMA, our second game of the second day of Worlds, and this is the last two teams we have yet.
Oh, oops, I lost Smite. So he just went to the other side of the map. But then the reaction came out here.
Oh, this
flash
is
moves.
greedy. He wants this, but he's forced to flash out of the way. MMD hops on Maple for the assist, and there's the Hyper Proc in. Athena gonna try and protect his teammate, but he's turned into blobs. And the teleport is gonna save the final blob. Might still go in for it. Oh no!
You're supposed to.
Yeah, you're supposed to complete the teleport.
You're supposed to complete the teleport, because even though the blob is not moving on your screen, it is actually moving in real time. So the Zac will come out of that passive and then be able to escape. I think Amazing J just expected Voidless to die after the passive anyways.
From the Zac. Zac's long range. Speaking of engage.
In onto the Road, Swordart move back in again. Jin Zhao still firing shots, and here's a Voidless looking for one. Swordart gonna get slowed in by the Zac Q, and that's enough damage. Jin Zhao with the kill.
Yeah, that was a dirty play, and that's always the risk when you're laning against Alistar. If you're an even CS Q flash, sometimes you gotta play a little bit on the edge, higher risk.
And if the Zac had ever gone to clear that ward, then they would have had that extra cementation of the fact that, okay, he's on this side of the jungle. Didn't do so. So they're trying to rush down this dragon. It's taken by Aimee, but doesn't look like the action's over just yet. Here's Gnar.
Drake took a little too long, I think, and a Voidless actually low there. Already like down. Road is dead. There's one as Zac goes into Blob. That's one more. Flash Wolves gonna try and clean it up. Maple maybe looking for another double. They do gift the kill to NL, and Aimee costs for that Drake.
Run to Zhao, he's stuck on a tower.
Oh, feels bad, man. And now the dive is coming. Jin Zhao gonna fire away, but Swordart gets one.
He was desperate trying to hide behind the creeps there.
And Swordart presumably back down to this lane and just keep playing around them. It's Amazing J. That's a face shake into a knock up there. Does parallel convergence down to try and save his life. Culling is there. Amazing J has the ulti ready, but he can't really go anywhere good, but not enough damage to take him down. And taken up pretty quickly as Jin Zhao's got 1.5 items. MMD and Amazing J go into battle. In fact, pops back in a mini after a Gnar. Amazing J trying to get himself out of this situation. Boomerang's not good, but he took the ulti back in MMD. Flashes on his face into a Voidless who's here to save his teammate. Athena missed his ulti, but it's not going to matter. A Voidless collects it.
Gotta see what the cross map here is, guy. One guy, there are 3 members in the top lane here. This is the block the bullets, Garza. Yeah, 1 creep left. It's enough time here. Tower's gonna go down. There's 2 more range creeps right there.
Road, does he do it? The teleport's in as well. Aimee trying to make that chaotic play. They lock up Karsa with a W there from Jin, and Amazing J once more. He has to take Karsa instead. Great flash on the Rex. Might be enough, but a Voidless swings his way in. Does not connect there with the knockup, and he's chasing down, but he's actually a little too far forward. Amazing J will take out Karsa with a Voidless. Flashes out to safety. Maple now forced to get himself in a pull, but Jin Zhao's ready with a snipe. It's Athena instead that collects it as NL flashes towards the Jin, looking for another one, but Flash was bit off way too much there, and that paid off well.
And this is exactly what IMA were looking for. The first pick and just the overextension on the top side. Teleport, the cross map has worked. Teleport, speaking of coming as well here.
This is a little much because Zac typed in with passive and thought the team could follow, but MMD cuts him off at the pass. Amazing J cannot connect through. And what a chaotic team fight win for Aimee.
Yeah.
Maybe look to get in there, break that space open, and all of a sudden, the game's going to open up here. Castle once again locked up, and that's a kill. Snipe there comes in. That's enough there as Road actually collects it. And now Maple going to get chased off on the other side. NL trying to find a way in as Maple pulls to safety. Not enough with Amazing J. Will continue chasing, but has to give it up. We're kind of getting to a coin flip situation, which I don't think is where you want to be if you're Flash Wolves. And that's a bad start. Swordart dead in an instant.
Yeah, Swordart got flipped right there. Both teams playing. We're finally seeing a Baron start. Finally getting some excitement. Let's see who gets it.
10 people alive, and here we go. Flash will decide to just burn it down. Voidless is kind of ramping up for a steal, but Flash was actually going to TP in. Road wants to flank. Voidless goes in for it. Huge combo in there as Road gets a couple with the Pulverize. Jin Zhao firing in as Road's taking damage, but he's soaking so much here as Aimee going to finally come into the backside as well. MMD dope the backline, but NL finally takes out Road. Very tanky in the Mega Form, and Aimee lost one. I think that's enough for that team fight.
Playing a poke on both Varus and Jin can still deal damage while Baron resets.
And at this point, Flash Wolves have to go back on Baron, but it's only Alistar down. This can still be a contest by Aimee.
Athena needs to really line him up here. He's about to lose that GA. Amazing J in. Voidless wants it, goes in for it, and Maple low, but Amazing J jumps on him, and Maple will pull out to safety. Still trying to keep them out of the pit. They've actually forced Flash Wolves out as NL looks to go back in. He's doing a lot of damage on the Lucian, but Athena and Jin too many problems here, and Flashers give up on the objective.
35 minutes in, and they're rushing back to the Baron.
Said they had to force it, but force they do, and this just keeps costing them. Maple caught again. Actually, ulti hits Sword Art in the back as Athena lets it loose. Maple forced to use that forward. Sword Art getting sniped. Couple more bullets are going to cover for him. Last bullets in, but it's not enough, and Road takes too much pain. Will live, though, as Amazing Jay and Avoidless looking for MMD, and once again, the snipes keep coming.
The excitement is finally coming when Pokecoms actually start sieging, actually with the lead. Calculated, beautiful macro, but then they slow down. Right now, we got ourselves a good old Baron dance.
Voidless wants in again. He looks for Casa, does get him with a knockup. There's the knockup.
This be the fight.
Casa goes in. Casa with the dust bite goes in as Ginger gets taken down. And the ulti back from Baron takes it out. NL goes down for the shot as Maple is trying to salvage the fight, but Amazing Jay's here to stun it up, and MMD just can't do enough in Magnar form. Maple falls, and I win 3-0 in the team fight.
We get a single team fight in the game, almost 40 minutes in, and it might be a way to open the game, even take the mid lane outer turret. This is the punishment.
Yeah, you can take positions and then you hit. The only counter is a flank or a teleport flank, and that's what they're trying to do here.
There's the flank, but Maple may be caught out already. Ime looking to go back in onto Casa.
It's free hitting.
Good transform time, but the damage is still good. Naza back in, but it's not quite enough. And the rest of Ime just going to charge forward into the backline. Maple still dishing out damage as Jinjo and NL going to battle, but Jin winning out on that crit battle.
Big teleport.
There's the teleport,
but it's
being
pinged out, so both teams are aware. But can they escape here? What can MMD do?
The catch Athena maybe is the call here, but the ulti goes out. Athena still taking too much damage, and Avoidless is going to try and tie him off. Athena lives forever, though, as NL finally takes him down, but the damage could be done. MMD, Nas Amazing Jay into the wall, but Avoidless
So
resets the fight with Let's Bounce and just trying to get through the chunky front line. Amazing Jay finally forced to retreat as Maple on the prowl for a couple kills. Amazing Jay gets his passive, runs himself away, and only one kill onto Athena is not bad for that TP.
Yeah, definitely not bad on the backhand. Jinzhao also has his ultimate. MMD, don't lose that Guardian Angel, you need it.
Doesn't get sniped, and Amazing Jay re-engages for it. Damage is there, gets locked down by the Deadly Flourish as well.
For Ime here, because that's what they want. They want the Dragon fight to last as long as they can, but Amazing Jay is finally teleporting down, which means Flash will yield and they kite out. Now, mid lane is exposed, though. This could be a rotation mid for Ime. That's what they think about, but then Dragon goes low.
Yeah, MMD's tired as well, but Amazing Jay has to stop them here. The Elder Dragon's actually fairly low, as they might have caught Maple here. He gets knocked up again, but he needs to go back in the pool. He does get himself up, but he gets less bounced on as Jinjao's trying to snipe him. Avoidless tanking him up as the Elder Dragon resets, and that last bullet is almost enough to take off MMD's GA. Amazing Jay still diving in as well, but NL might shut him down for that particular item. Doesn't find it yet, and so much back and forth in these team fights.
NL.
See that Echo's coming back, rushing back into the fight. Elder Drake down to 7,000. Will we actually see a fall?
Avoidless looking for a massive flank here on the other side. The Elder Dragon low, might get the steal as well. Maple dives in, he wants to avoid it. He got it! Elder Dragon steals it away as Avoidless. Absolutely massive play, and Ime might win the team fight to boot. Double stun from Powerlock Convergence as they're ripping through them. Ime have pulled the miracle out. 3-0 in that fight as well.
Massive engage, the bouncy castle on 3 members from Avoidless and casually smiting away. Of course, you can smite during the battle. They're continuing and
Could come back into this game.
No one fails to call this team hard-working, and they worked very hard to get the game to this point. MMD going to cancel up the ulti from Jinja, but he's diving to his death, trying to buy time for his team. He Nas couple away, but he's now going to respawn here. Jinja's going to pick him up. He'll flash out of the way, but that's another kill as Flash was getting their turrets torn to pieces. I don't think they've got the defense here, and Ime are going to take down their first Nexus of the World Championship.
question marks have to be put onto Flashers. Ime played their game. They were given time. They took it. A single fight around the Baron swung their game to them for the first time, and they carried it forward.
Flash was so afraid of something that would end up happening anyway.
Yeah, I was going to say, look what happened. The Elder Dragon eventually got stolen away as the teams will shake hands here, and Ime, the Cinderella story from China, takes a game here in the World Championships. Definitely rough-looking Flash rules. You can see where their strengths lie, but I think also some of their weaknesses, and Ime, they'll have plenty to look at and clean up. But the story of the Chinese teams taking all the individual talent they've shown time and time again